Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Director, welcome. We've got a lot of questions for you this morning. The first one is going to be, how come you didn't tell us about this beforehand, the sequester impact on the layoffs, the furloughs? Not a word, not a breath. You didn't forewarn us that this was coming. You didn't ask advice about how we should handle it. You didn't inform the Congress of this sequester impact and what you plan to do about it. In fact, the entire administration has done the same thing. They've not told the Congress how the sequester impact will impact each agency. And the Congress can't operate that. This imperial attitude on the part of the administration, and you're the most recent example of that imperialism, is disgusting. And then to turn around and try to blame the difficulties in flying on the Congress, having not informed us of what you plan to do, is unacceptable. So I hope you have some answers for us today. But the first question I want answered is, why didn't you tell us about it beforehand? Now, what else are you planning to do that you've not told us about? And why is it that the administration will not come to the table and talk about a substitute for sequester? There's all sorts of ideas floating around. And yet the administration refuses to come to the table and talk about it. Instead, they simply start shutting down airports, if you will, closing towers, and now furloughing airline controllers, airport controllers. It would be easy for the administration to come forward and say, okay, let's talk. Let's see if there's a way around all of these impacts of sequester. I don't like sequester. It's across the board. It's unintelligent. It cuts good things with bad. The people elected the Congress and the administration to choose the good things from the bad things. And yet we've, with sequester, abdicated that responsibility. But it's time for the administration, and you're the first, to come forward and talk about ways to avoid sequester. And as long as you refuse to do that, the American public is going to suffer. Yield back.